Elsa Fitzgerald, is that the name of the brand?
Yes.
What is that all about? What does the name stand for?
The name Elsa Fitzgerald comes from the 1920s designer Elsa. She was a really forward-thinker designer. She was friends with Dolly, like this really cool artistic woman. I'd like to be friends with her if I lived at that time. Fitzgerald comes from The Great Gatsby and this kind of like 1920s party elegance. So I combined the names together to create kind of like my alias of a woman who's very, like, she's very cool, she's very artistic, she's very forward-thinking, she breaks the rules, but she knows how to have a great time and look glamorous all at the same time.
I haven't seen you in 4 years, so what have you been up to?
I moved back to London and I was studying fashion, a master's in fashion entrepreneurship from London Culture Fashion, and a master's program at London Business School in New Creative Ventures. It's all about starting a business.
Really, why did you do it? Why did you go all the way to London? Why not stay in the States?
I moved there to begin my own fashion company in terms of the study side of it. But why I chose London? Well, it's one of the top fashion capitals of the world.
So what's the draw to fashion? Why fashion?
We all have this thing, I think, that we love. We don't know why it is. Maybe it's photography for some people, or drawing and things like that, the creative industries for me. But you can't explain it. It's just your thing. And then I had to be a machine. If I'm going to go into this industry that's so competitive and that there's limited opportunities, then I have to be very knowledgeable about every element of it. So I did so many different internships. I was working so many different jobs, trying to understand the different brands within the sector, all the leading ones, and to understand what's happening behind the scenes and also on the shop floor, from the shop floor and then to the head offices. So that the big dream was to set up my own fashion company, but I wasn't ready. Like, I wasn't ready. We're never really ready for it. But then we get put into this hard place, and then so this is the part where it gets all exciting. I leave London and I bring 2 suitcases. I move out to Bali and I set up a fashion company. How I do it, was I really prepared? Not at all. I had no clue what I was doing. I arrived on that island, I felt like I was on holiday, but then I was like, holy crap, what did I just do?
Why did you make that leap? Why did you go to Bali? Why did you want to start your own thing? Why not just play it safe, stay where you were?
Well, a lot of people talk about it in a moment that it happened, but it always happens a lot earlier on. Like the seeds start getting planted. It happened 2 years earlier in terms of the location, which was Bali. But in terms of this dream, I already knew at 17 that I would use my skill sets to give back. My skill sets in the fashion industry. So that's why I spent so much time developing myself. But then I realized all this time was passing, and I'm almost 30, and if I don't take it right now, it's done, it's sorted. And sometimes you just kind of have to jump before you're ready, and then you figure out how you're going to swim.